Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Shermaine, aka Terran McGinnis, coming at you with some Destiny. And in this video, it's going to be a discussion video. We're going to be talking about two sort of interconnected, intertwined topics. And I definitely want everybody to leave me their thoughts in comment section below so we can get everybody's opinions on what I have to say and the topic at hand. Now, this isn't directly a Destiny video, however, it does play a pretty big part in the Destiny kind of experience for me. And the topic we're going to talk about is having high expectations and kind of buying into the hype of video games versus low expectations and really coming into games with no real preconceived notions. There are two topics. It's kind of hard to pinpoint what I'm trying to title the video as, but I think most of you guys, after listening to what I have to say, will kind of understand what I'm getting at. And the gameplay you're seeing is just some Iron Banner with me and your boy Brian on the worst map ever created, and we ended up winning. I really hate this map. And also, Iron Banner is effectively the most unbalanced game that I have ever played, just because it actually takes your stats in from your character and your weapons, so exotics actually beat out rares and legendaries and fucking uncommon weapons. So it's kind of the whole point, but at the same time it just becomes incredibly unbalanced. So it's kind of a bitch. Anyways, that's besides the point. But so like, for instance, let's go way back in time. I had pre-ordered Destiny a long time ago, man. A long time ago. Like in the early months in 2014, January, February, March, somewhere around there. I had already put money down for this game. I already had been invested in this game. And at first, since we didn't really know a whole lot about Destiny, I just kind of put it off to the side. Like, yeah, I know it's going to come out. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. And, I kind of just put it off because Titanfall was out and that took up all my time. And, man, I still love that game just as much as I did playing the beta. I still love that game no matter what. So Destiny wasn't really on my mind. And, I had Watch Dogs, had that to play. And then I kind of went back and played some other games on the 360 like Skyrim and Fallout, to kill time. And, just Destiny was in the back of my mind. I didn't think about it too much. I didn't think about what it was going to be, except just from the marketing team, what they marketed the game as. And then I came across Destiny updates. I think that's what the YouTube name is. And then he made like a huge, really long 45-minute video, one of those what we know so far, and it was super detailed, man. It had everything you could want to know, and that got me so hyped. Man, I was like, oh my god, dude, these enemies sound so badass, and oh, it's gonna be fucking sweet. It's gonna be a great universe to get lost in and shit like that. I had high expectations from that video because it was so informative, so detailed. So even though we didn't have a whole lot of information at that time, like, this dude did his research, you know what I mean? And it really got me excited to get into the world and the universe that is Destiny. And of course, the marketing team, my god, did they do a fantastic job of getting millions and millions of people excited and ended up purchasing the game. This game was marketed as a huge, epic, ever-expanding universe that you can lose yourself in, by yourself or with a friend. Cooperative experiences. That's what the whole game was about. What the whole three-man fire team idea was, so that you play with your buddies and you're having the same experiences. You're fighting the same great battles, and that was all cool, man. I got so excited. I'm like, hell yeah, man. Brian's my boy, dog. Brian's one of my best friends, and definitely we get to play a game from the starting point to the finish line. Fuck yeah, that's gonna be awesome. So that's what was going on in my head. That's what I always had thought, and I had high expectations, and it just kept increasing. It just kept building and building and building until we played the beta, and that was kind of fun. And then we get the game, and I had fun for like 3 weeks, and then I just kind of stopped playing because at that point it was like, I don't have motivation to keep playing and grinding, and I'm not going to try to get into too much Destiny because this isn't necessarily a complete Destiny video, which I will make soon, just detailing what, I kind of think about the game. But to sum it up, when I really took a step back and looked at Destiny for what it is, Destiny to me is kind of like a Lindor truffle. You know, excuse the analogy. On the outside, it's crafted really beautiful. It looks great, you know. It looks like whatever inside is going to be even better. Like, you can't wait to dig in and see what's there, get into that creamy goodness. But when I bit into that Lindor truffle, it was hollow. It was hollow. Honestly, guys, this game, I have never been so disappointed with the game in my life. I have never been so let down as much as I have been let down with Destiny. Now, I know my buddy Crimson will always defend this game, but you cannot look past glaring issues. And it's like, just because it's Bungie, if they sold the game on their name alone, that doesn't excuse them for having a piss-poor ass campaign. And, you know, I don't want to get too much into it. You know, I know I said I wouldn't, but I'm just kind of, you know, giving you context. I was very, very disappointed with what was presented to me. I bought this game because I thought I wanted to have a cooperative experience in a very rich and beautiful universe. And I play more fucking PvP than I do the story mode, because I don't want to spend an hour and 45 fucking minutes on patrol looking for goddamn materials. So, needless to say, I had, in the coming months that were closing in on September, I had built up the hype. It was you know, at peak. I was so excited. I was so happy. I was so ready to get into this place and just lose myself and really immerse myself into Destiny, and it failed for me. It failed on so many levels. But I feel like it was just like, I want to get in this universe. I want to get invested with my characters, the light, the traveler, the enemies, but it just did not work. And I just feel like there are so many missed opportunities right there. And that's why I'm kind of saying, like, hype is almost poisonous to a gamer, just because the way they marketed Destiny fantastic. I mean, they got so much hype built around it worldwide, and then this shit comes out. It's like, dude, they could feed you whatever they want on CGI trailers and, you know, shit like that, but then when the actual game comes out, it's like, dude, it's such a disappointment. That motherfucker tried to get us. That was so funny. But now let's take an example like Watch Dogs. Now, Watch Dogs, for me, when I first saw that at E3, I didn't give a shit. I really didn't care. It didn't appeal to me at all. I didn't care for it. I didn't even look at any of the gameplay trailers, none of that stuff. But when the summer drought was on its way, I knew that I needed a game to hold me over, and it wasn't going to be Ultra Street Fighter 4, because I suck at Street Fighter. It wasn't going to be Murdered Soul Suspect, because even though I thought that was a pretty interesting idea, I just never really got into it. And I wanted to pick up Wolfenstein, but I thought, if it's a shooter, what if it's only 20 hours? And I know, and I hate to compare it to Grand Theft Auto, but it always will be a GTS type action-adventure open-world sandbox game. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, you know, I can milk at least 60 hours in that bitch. So I thought, oh, easily, I'll pick up Watch Dogs, and I'll get, even if it sucks, I'll get, you know, I'll get a lot out of it. But I got Watch Dogs, and man, I loved it. I love Watch Dogs. Sure, like I said, it has missed opportunities, no doubt. But I came in with no expectations, not knowing anything about the game, and I was pleasantly surprised. I really liked Watch Dogs, and I bought the season pass, and I'm doing, obviously you guys know, I'm streaming Bad Blood, and I enjoyed it. I really did, and it kind of, you know, begs the question, like, yo, if you go into games without any expectations, will you almost always be pleasantly surprised? And here I do my job, I hold out as long as I possibly can. My objective is not to beat these guys out because I'm surrounded. My objective is to hold the objective as long as I possibly can, and then eventually die. So anyways, but yo, I was so happy with Watch Dogs, and it kind of begs the question, like, you know, is hype, like, is it toxic, you know? Because like I said, they could ship whatever they want to you, and and they could like market a game solely on a developer's name or a publisher's name, and you never know what you could get. You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of, so I'm like, yo, it's like, is it kind of better to go into games and with like no expectations at all? Like, I had super high expectations for Destiny, and they fell so short, and I was incredibly disappointed with it in most regards. But Watch Dogs, a game like that, I didn't have any expectations. I came into it with an open mind, with no preconceived notions like I did with Destiny, and I was pleasantly surprised. I enjoyed the game a lot. So like I said, it's like, yo, what do you guys think? You know, do you think hype is kind of it's a good thing just because, well, for a developer and publisher, it generates sales and, you know, more pre-orders and stuff like that. But, you know, you get preconceived notions and it's like, yeah, fucking Brian killed me. And it's like, yo, if you don't have those preconceived notions with no expectations, could that be a positive thing rather than coming in with so much hopes for a game and it falling incredibly short like Destiny did? Video's kind of long. I was a little jibber jabber, but, you know, thank you guys for watching and hearing what I have to say. So let me know what you guys think. Definitely in the comments, let me know what you guys think about hype. Is it poisonous? Is it toxic? Is it bad for the consumer, for the gamer? Coming into games with really high expectations, really low expectations, being pleasantly surprised, being let down, all that I talked about in this video. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. My name is Shermaine, and I am out. Peace. Have a good day.